52 minutes, someone dies from melanoma. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and our friends from Dermatology and Laser Center joining us with information on prevention as well as free screening coming up. We welcome Kayleen Ashford along with Christopher Thorne with more on this. Tell us first, the awareness. I know about it. Aaron was talking about it. I've had basal, squamous, and melanoma itself. I know how vital and important it is. And I try to stress this to folks that have children all the way up to senior adults. You need to go see a dermatologist once a year, especially if you've had at least one sunburn in your life, right?
Yep, absolutely. We try to stress to our patients to get checked at least once a year, and if they've had a history of skin cancer, more often. But there are certain things you can look for, the ABCDEs of melanoma, and Chris was going to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Before we get to that, let's talk about some of the statistics of how many people are diagnosed with melanoma. If we're talking about almost every minute or every few minutes somebody dies from it, that's a lot of people diagnosed.
That's a lot of people.
Are a lot of those folks not realizing that they need to go to a dermatologist once a year to have their skin checked? Full body check from head to toe, everything is checked on me, mouth, everything to make sure, because people have the melanoma spots pop up in all sorts of strange places.
It's true.
Yeah, toes, mouth, back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've already found so many melanomas this year, and it's even
ridiculous.
people who, it knows no age. So as young, 20s, even earlier, up to 80, 90. So it can happen to anyone.
Chris, tell us about the ABCDEs of looking for different types of cancer. Tell us about that and what that acronym stands for.
Right. I mean, we go through the ABCDs every day, with our patients, and essentially, when we're looking at moles, we're really monitoring them for any, changes in size, shape, or color. So, A is asymmetry. When you draw a line down the middle of a mole, essentially one half should equal the other. We look at the border and want to make sure that the border is nice and smooth, kind of like a frisbee, not jagged. Color, you can have 100 moles as long as each mole is one color. When you have one mole that's multiple colors, that's something that we're concerned about. Diameter, anything the size of an eraser head or larger is not necessarily something harmful, but something that needs to get taken a look at. We see melanomas at 2-3 millimeters. So
mine looked just like an eraser head on my lower left back.
And
it was spotted, and I went in, and yeah.
Absolutely.
The next day, the next day,
and then
says, let's have this thing removed.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah, it'll wake you up.
It will.
It'll wake you up, yeah.
Makes you definitely more aware of, getting that sunscreen on, and evolution, something that's growing up rapidly over the course of weeks or months. So it's important to, obviously not on a daily basis, but, as you go through the years, the months, just monitor your moles, the ones that are readily, you're readily able to see. So,
any of this hereditary, or is it? It can be. Okay, tell us about that, because my oldest daughter has had different types of lesser skin cancer. She's had basal and squamous, never melanoma, thank goodness. But these are the areas that can develop even stronger, right?
And
Absolutely.
relatives should always get checked if they, especially first degree relatives of patients who've had melanomas, should definitely get checked. At least once a year.
I had a friend here at the TV station about 10 years ago, and she had a little spot on her ankle, and she was asking everybody around the station, and then she came to me and she said, you've had a types of skin cancer. What do you think? And I said, I'm not a dermatologist. And neither is anybody in this television station. Go to a dermatologist. And she was frightened about going. I said, you've got to go. It's going to be okay. I said, really? It's going to be fine. You go in there, and literally the next day she came back. She said it was basal cell, and I said, good. I said, you're fine though. She goes, yeah. And I said, don't. These people here are journalists. They're meteorologists. They're managers. They're not dermatologists. Go to the right people.
It's important when we talk about the ABCDEs. We see these things every day, hundreds and thousands of them. So. It's important to get in and let us take a look for sure.
Go to someone with a trained eye.
Absolutely. Speaking of trained eye, you have a free screening that's coming on,
We
but
do.
you have to RSVP. You just can't walk into this. Tell us about this
We
going
have
on.
several ways to RSVP. It's May 1st at our Henry Tecklenburg location, right behind Lowe's and beside Roper St. Francis. The three ways you can RSVP: you can call our office. and dial extension 1101.
Okay.
You can also go to evenbright.com or go to dermanlaser.com.
How many people are you expecting to come in on this?
You know, it always varies.
Sure.
We've done several in the past, and we always have a great turnout, but it's a great opportunity for the community to come in and get checked.
And of course, the more the community is aware of it, the more people you're going to have. You may have to have another one, hopefully.
Right.
Absolutely.
That would be nice. What do you say is the best preventive? Of course, not just being staying away from the sun, staying out of the sun, but of course, a very strong sunscreen as well.
Yes. Always wear your sunscreen, obviously. We're not telling you not to go to the beach.
Sure.
We live in a coastal city, but take precautions, wear your sunscreen, look for zinc and titanium in your sunscreen is a great thing to look for. Also, seeking shelter.
Sure.
So bring an umbrella to the beach if you're going to go, or even wear rash guards can help.
Absolutely. Real quick on the Miles for Melanoma coming up May the 9th, partnership with the Orange Theory Fitness.
Yes, I am so excited about this event. Have you ever been to Orange Theory?
I have not been there yet.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great workout. It's right along Savannah Highway. We're partnering with them for Miles for Melanoma to raise money for melanoma research.
Very good.
So it's the normal class hours. There are some classes that are participating. We just ask for a $5 donation.
Sure.
You get a t-shirt with the Orange Theory logo. We have our logo on the back and goodie bags.
Fantastic. Thank you both for being here.
Thank
Bring
you.
us in.
Thanks for having us.
Folks, go get yourself checked right here, and those folks know what's going on, and it's always great to be screened every year. More coming up right after the break, so stay with us.